I wasn't expecting company, but if you stay out of the shrubs and flower beds, you could stay.
Give them a wave, Pops, now that you've invited them in. We're two old guys who enjoy playing sandbox and survival games together. I'm Uncle Craig. Go ahead and sit down. Let's visit for a while. Well, the recording equipment that was provided by the Alliance is really subpar, and I got so much recorded and then it kind of failed. I finally got it working again. And tell you our progress at this point. Hero and Doc and I rendezvoused here. Hero had a different station on his data pad, but he was able to locate us. He did some recon. Apparently we have some ice nearby. And then Doc and I kind of gave some thought to how to get started here without planning a permanent location. And so we decided to build a landing gear, a large grid landing gear, with some blocks attached to it, and then solar panels on that. And so we got a start on it, and it took us a bit. We finally got some enough motors with Hero's help to get a landing gear down, and I put some blocks and solar panels, and I was in the process of getting enough together to get the solar panels up. And I left, and when I came back, the landing gear was gone, and I realized it was not attached to power, and I have a feeling that it got stolen away or robbed or sequestered by somebody, but I'm going to actually get a connector put here. We then can get a large grid connector attached to it, large grid block on that, and attached to the landing gear. So we'll finally get something here that will not be so easily taken away. So it'll be locked down and attached, connected to this ship, and so it'll stay put. My goal now is to get another, maybe I'll put a large grid block here long enough to get another connector onto the end of this. Then we can kind of figure where to go from there. So let me see, large grid block is what I want. Yeah, so we could get that attached here. Let me make sure that it's lined up with the gravity here. And it seems like this will be positioned well. Let me align this just a little bit. No, it won't align with the ship properly. There we go. Let's work with this. Try to get this at least lined up here close. So that looks like it would end up being close if we had a connector that was aligned in that same way. Let me look at that from another angle here. No, that's not going to work. I know I can move the ship. You know, I might just have to do that. I might just have to put this gravity aligned here and the connector here, and then just lift the ship. Do I have enough to create it? I don't think I do. Got some steel plates for it, and I really don't have anything else, so I've got to build from scratch here. So this needs construction components. Oh boy, I don't know what I want to grind out here. I definitely don't want to grind out the battery for it. I have that other generator over there if Doc had given me access. Now this will give me 5, but I need 40, so it's I need 22 more. So 5 is really not going to gain me much, so I hate to grind that out. Well, let's go see what they got for sale over here. I got nickel and iron. I don't have silicon. If I had Doc here, we could probably get more of that. I thought at one time it had construction components. Does it have wafers now? Ah! Tried to buy those before they didn't have them. I better get them now while I can. And now I forget how many I needed. I better go find out. I'd hate to buy more than we need. Well, right now I need the connector. So I guess I need to forget about that other stuff. The connector, we need construction. All right. Construction components. Steel plates I can get. Construction components I can't. So what's it going to take to make construction components? Iron ingots. How many do I need? 22. Now what a dork. I could have had that already. So 10, 21, 2. And then we need small steel tubes, which we cannot make yet. How many do I have on me? None now. 9? I'm shy of iron ingots. Need steel plates. How many steel plates we need? 100. Steel plates or iron? Alright, steel plates or iron ingots. So it's going to be iron ingots. I need 100. Let's deposit some money first. 348. Oh, and I forgot there's a signal within range. Shoot. Let's get out of this. Got 2 minutes. I can make it, I think. Let's go get that signal. That'll give us some steel plates for sure, and other things. Boy, just under 2 minutes. I think I can do it. Oh, good. 53 steel plates. That helps a lot. Let's see what else we get here. What else did they send us? Nothing. Hey guys, can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you, sir. We got a straggler.
Oh, excellent. Okay, let me update you on what happened here. We had the landing gear here. Hero, thank you for the resources for that. I put up several light armor blocks, and then I just set some solar panels there so we'd know where we're working and we can start welding them. I went into the station. I came back out. It was all gone. I think somebody stole them. This time I'm going to make sure we have power to lock these things down to one of our ships. We can use mine. And so that's why you see that connector there. So now we need to make sure we get this connector built. That also will give us power. We were worried about power. So I think that would be a good way to get started.
And we need a refinery before the assembler. The survival kit can create the solar panels. We just need a refinery to break down the nickel that I bought.
Well, the survival kit cannot create the steel tubes which we need for the refinery. So believe it or not, we do need the assembler first, so we can get the steel tubes. But that's not a problem. The main thing is let's get this connector built, which also requires steel tubes. So we're going to have to, purchase what we need as we can, break things down where we can. Anyway, so we're kind of in a pickle. But next move, get this connector built so that I can connect my ship to it and give it power. So,
isn't there what you need is not available in one of our pods? We could cut my pod up.
yeah,
You can make a basic refinery without any steel tubes.
no matter what we do, we have to get this connector built. We have to get the landing gear attached to it and get started that way. That's our main goal now at this point. So we need steel tubes and construction components.
All right, 2 steel tubes, 2 small steel tubes are all we need to finish.
That's all we
this
need.
connector.
And I stripped my machine down to just about the bare minimum. So we just got to make sure we keep at least one survival kit and keep at least one H2 generator. Now, if we want my ship to be that, because it is going to be locked down to this system here, that's fine. And then we can have all the power keeping that stuff going as well. Is there small steel tubes in the passenger seat of your vehicle there, Papa? You could strip that out.
Negative.
Oh, shoot. But by the way, before we forget, all of us need to go into our pods, select everything, and share with Faction, because there was so many things I couldn't do over there with the other pods because of that.
Got a good ship in Heroes. Why don't we just cut mine up for parts?
I think we're working on doing that, but the parts we need are the small steel tubes. We got to find those.
Energy low.
Okay, how many do you need?
1.
And then, like I say, everybody select all your stuff in the control panel. Make sure we share with Faction. Make sure we got that set. I also have a nickel and what? Where did it go? Oh, I put it in my survival kit already. Let me take another look. I have 32 nickel, and I just ran out of iron. But I don't have a silicon wafers. That's the other thing I need to buy.
I have the silicon wafers. I have 16.
Good deal. And I have plenty of cash. I deposited all my money in the ATM, and so we can definitely afford the things we need. Let me look at how the Faction Bank works here. Yeah, if we do want to pool our money part, the space credits, do that in the Faction panel. Just deposit your funds there, and then we can access it from there as well.
Do we have to do it through the ATM?
No, I believe that you can do just from the Faction screen. It might be only me that can do it. I'll double check, but I'll look at that in a moment. Yeah, it looks like Hero found the deposit into the Faction there, and I'm going to see what I have in my bank here.
This is a good station because it has ores for sale. The one we were at was only vehicles, I believe. Did you take a look as well, Doc?
Yeah, it was only vehicles.
Okay, I just deposited mine in the Faction too, and I can utilize those funds when we need purchases. Did anybody find a small steel tube somewhere? These ships have to have one somewhere. I thought for sure I got one out before.
Oh, I'm a derp. I'm walking around with 9 of them.
Oh, good. Okay, watch this, guys.
Like, subscriber, get off my lawn.